You know, Riva hurt Richard. I mean, not just his heart, but his pride. So he's a little gun shy right now. You know, he doesn't want to enter into a marriage where there's any emotional attachment, okay? He doesn't want any romantic feelings to get in the way of him running his country. That's all. That's it.
Men, you know, as if they can compartmentalize this stuff.
You say that with a straight face? You, who holds yourself up in a cabin for a month trying to will away your feelings?
All right. We're not talking about me. We're talking about you. Okay? So let me get this straight. Richard wants a no-strings kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. Well, and there's something else. Riva and Josh split up.
What? It's so sad. It's a long story.
And now that Riva's available, I don't want to give Richard any reason to go to her and leave me. So,
you're telling me we have two sisters vying for the same prince? This is a romance novel in the making.
Great. So could you write the last chapter for me and tell me how I can make this man want me?
Oh, that's so easy. Cassie, you go up to Richard and you say, Richard, stick with me because the next part is very radical and I don't want it to shock you.
Okay.
You say, Richard, I love you.
That's your solution?
There is no other solution. Come on, look at me. Look at all the time I wasted telling Ross all these lies. I mean, look at where I ended up.
You ended up with him, having his child.
Oh, no, not that easy. After months of pain and it would have happened so much quicker had I told him the truth.
It's not the same situation, Blake. It's not the same
Cassie,
thing.
My lies practically cost me Ross forever. Do you want the same thing to happen to you and Richard?
Okay, look, I have another solution. It's sort of a compromise. I mean, it's along the same lines of what she's saying, but it's a little more subtle.
Okay, subtle I can do. I can do subtle.
Okay. You need to go to Richard, and you can't say those three scary, intense, meaningful words.
No, I can't.
You have to go up to him and you have to do something like, oh my God, did the buttons on my blouse just come undone? Oh, I forgot to put clothes on over my lingerie.
That is not subtle. That is so not subtle, and he's not the kind of man that will fall for something like that.
Yeah, every man's the kind of man that falls.
No, he's not like that. Plus, he's already seen me practically undressed in my stripper costume, so. And I will tell you all about that later. But I don't want to do something to remind him of that. No. I've got to make him fall in love with me. And to do that, I've got to be very smart, take my time. I know what the first step has to be.
What?
I've got to get Richard out of Springfield and away from Riva.
Cassie does not love me, is not in love with me. She would have given me some indication. I would know this.
She loves you. She told me.
She told you? Just like that?
Yes.
This is another one of your ploys, isn't it? You want me to call off the wedding, so you've come up with this nonsense.
No, I do want you to call off the wedding because you're hurting my sister. She's in love with you. And she's going to kill me for telling you this, but I would rather spend the rest of my life knowing that my sister's never going to speak to me again, rather than knowing she's going to spend the rest of her life loving a man who won't love her back because he has feelings for someone else.
Perhaps. But I'm choosing not to revisit them, Riva. I'm sorry. But that is my decision, and it won't change, if you'll excuse me.
You proposed to Cassie to get even with me for sending Jonathan away. You may not know that now, but that's what you did. And that's the unresolved business between us, Richard, between you and me. And you put Cassie in the middle of it. And if you insist on this, if you insist on moving forward, you're going to end up breaking her heart.
Cassie does not love me, and I know that.
Then do something for me. Go to Cassie tonight. Ask her if she loves you. And when she says yes, that she does, just promise me. Promise me that you will call off this wedding and let her find love with someone who will love her the way she deserves to be loved. Don't make your pain her pain, too.
Okay, There's one more gift. Actually, this is for Clarissa, but it's from the two of us.
Oh, no. Look at this. It's about my book, One True Love.
Well, except for the last chapter. Of course, that hasn't been published
And
yet.
we want you and Ross to be able to tell her all about it when she's old enough to understand, of course, how he figured out the truth in the last minute and rushed in to be there when she, came into the world.
Here.
Look, read the inscription.
To Clarissa, from your mom's two best buddies, this book is truly a labor of love. I love you.
We love you. Congratulations.
We're so glad that you're with Ross and that you're happy.
Oh, yeah. Well, cross your fingers, you know. Could it be we're all kind of maybe happy at the same time? We just have to get this prince to fall madly in love with you, which I cannot believe that it would not happen. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, that means a lot. Coming from you, because I know it's hard for you to see me with anyone else besides Hart.
No. Hart just wanted you to be happy. He would want you to move on. That's all I want for you, Cassie.
Thank you.
You just have to get this guy to realize that you are this one fabulous woman, or else he's going to answer to me. And I mean, what's so fabulous about this guy anyway?
You mean besides the fact that he's gorgeous and he rules an entire country?
I don't know about all that superficial stuff. I mean, what makes him worthy of winning this wonderful woman's heart? Cassie?
Why do I love Richard? Wow. Well, you know, it's not the obvious. It's not that, I mean, well, he is very handsome and he's powerful. It's not those things. He's so kind. And he's gentle. In a shy kind of way. And he adores my children. And they love him. And he protects me. You know, he's very protective over me. He's very respectful. And it's very romantic and it's old-fashioned. And I don't know. I just love him. I just love him.
We'd never have guessed.
And, you know, maybe he's never going to feel the same way about me. Maybe it will never happen. But I don't care. I don't care at all because even if I wind up completely devastated, it's worth it. He's worth the risk.